Lastly, we're going to bisect an angle. So you don't need to copy it over here. There's no need. We're going to draw it right on there and cut it in half, much like this one up here. So bisect means cut in half. So we're going to cut this angle in half. All right, so you need to find any distance on your compass, any length on your compass here, the space between them, that crosses over both. So I've got one, and I'm going to draw a big old swooping arc, and it should cross over both of those lines across that angle. All right, I've got F, G, H. So I'm going to take that same distance. There's not really much we need to change it. And I'm going to go to G and F, G and H, and draw arcs far out there. See where they cross. Doesn't really matter which one I start at, but I'll start at G just because I'm going alphabetical. So I'm going to draw a big old arc out there away from the angle. And I'm going to spin it, and now put the pointy part on H, and draw a big old arc out there far from the angle. So they should cross way out there. You got a new point out there, I. And much like in number 2, we should be able to tell that that right there is going to cut that in half. So I'm going to line up my ruler, draw a ray from F through I, and that just bisected that angle, cut it in half, so I know that these two are congruent to each other. So I just drew the ray FI, and it's a ray going from F to I, so the arrow should point that way, the same, basically it's giving directions, F through I. FI is a bisector of angle HFG. You could also call it angle GFH. I'm going to go HFG. I also know that these two angles are the same. That's what I did. I cut them in half, right? So they're the same. So I can say that angle HFI is congruent to angle GFI. Angle GFI. It would be correct if you called it angle HFI or angle IFH, but F needs to be in the middle. Same thing with the other angle. You can call it angle IFG or angle GFI. It's just important that F is in the middle. So those angles are congruent, and as you can tell before, we also can say that the measure is the same. So if we measure them to get the degrees, we could say that the measurements of those, or the measures of those, are equal. All right, so there's bisecting an angle.